How's it going, Talk Voice TV? My name is Jack and welcome to my preview for Friday night's fixture against Huddersfield Town. Now, Huddersfield off the back of a 3-0 jubbing against Brentford. They're not going to be on the best of, the highest of confidence, neither are we. Off the back of obviously a 2-0 loss to the Bluebirds in Cardiff. So, it's going to be an interesting one. I think if we can play that sort of style we did in the second half from the off, we should be okay. We look to attack. We look to try and take it to them. We looked to make things happen. Then I think we should be all right. I think the last time we played Huddersfield was probably our last proper good game, to be honest with you. I think it was the only win, if I can remember correctly. No, it wasn't, along with 1-0 win against Bristol City. But, it's one of our only wins in the last 20. I think we've won 3 in the last 18, something like that, which is awful, really, really bad. So we need to rectify that. And I think, again, coming up against a team like Huddersfield, who are on the back of a 3-0 loss, it's probably the best time to play a team like that. Sort of, they're lacking confidence, a bit like us, but we've been boosted by some new signings. McKenna, left sided centre back, Sky Sports was saying Shabby wanted that. We got that. Harry Arter has that quality in the midfield. Probably overtakes Yates for me, alongside Colback. I think that, he adds that quality. He scored a cracking goal against us at back end last season, so we know he's got that in his locker. He's been promoted a couple of times, with Bournemouth and Fulham. I think that's it. I don't know if, I think it's just those two. So, he's a strong player. He knows what he needs to do to get out of this league, and that quality, that sort of experience in the dressing room will be huge for us, I think. So, it's going to be an interesting one. I think it's going to be a close one. I think we'll probably win 1-0 or 2-1. I think I'd like to see Lyle Taylor get on the score sheet. I'd like to see Lyle Taylor start, to be honest with you. Graben's been poor recently. He's lacked that composure in front of goal. He's lacked that sort of cutting edge that saw him score 20 goals last season. He gets in the right positions like he always has been doing, but he just can't seem to finish. He lacks that little bit more that he needs to put it in the back of the net. So I think if he gives Lyle Taylor a start, gives him a chance to try and, get 90 minutes or however long under his belt, more than just I think he had about 50 minutes in the last game because of Lottie came off, but it gives him that extended period of time to try and get himself on the score sheet, try and prove to Sabri why he's the man who wants to go up front. Why not play them both? They looked pretty decent, both of them up front together against Cardiff, but neither of them could score. I think it's probably best if you play Lyle Taylor in a 1 up front. But if we're going to go for a 2, I'm not going to say no to that at all. We need to do that. I think it's important that we go with a 2 up top, to add that impetus going forward, to add that another option to score, because we rely on Graben a lot. We rely on a moment of brilliance from Lolly, and it's not always going to happen like we've seen. It's not always going to come. So we need that extra sort of option to try and get us a goal. And I think if we go 2 up top, that will come. But a promising week in terms of transfers, obviously, like I've alluded to already. Scott McKenna came in today. I think that's a fantastic signing. I've heard a lot of Aberdeen fans singing his praises. He's a highly sought after player, so I'm really happy we've managed to get our hands on him. Along with Harry Arter, like I said, he's going to bring that experience, that quality in the middle of the park. I think that's really, really good. Bournemouth were saddened to let him go. He's been at the club for a decade, which is a long, long time. So we've got that experience of a player, been in the Premier League, we've got that experience of a player who last season on loan at Fulham got them promoted. So it's huge, I think it's some brilliant, brilliant business. But we just need the system to back things up and to back up the quality that we have. So in terms of prediction, I think 1-0, 2-1, I'm going to say 2-1. Goals coming from Lyle Taylor. I'd love to see him get on the score sheet. And let's go with Kieran Freeman. I think it'll be nice to see the lone eagle on the score sheet. He's probably been our best player so far this season. So if we can get some reward for that, for those performances, that'd be class. So if you did enjoy, smash the like button. Put in the comments below what you think the score's going to be, who you think is going to score. And thank you for watching, and come on you Reds.